Hello, this is Will with My Spiritual Clarity. Today's video is about clutter, and this is all in preparation, and the lead up for the next Clear Your Clutter workshop, which is coming up. So perfect timing. I had someone find me for one of my free sessions through a YouTube search. They saw a previous video I did on clutter. They saw that, and then they watched 5 more videos, and then they booked a free session, and then we met yesterday and had the free session, and we dove into clutter. And it was just such perfect timing. I wanted to share some of the highlights with you. Of course, no personal details, so you wouldn't know who this person is. But this comes up for a lot of people that are dealing with clutter, both digital and physical. And I'm sorry for the not perfect lighting on my face, but it's too cold if I sit in the shade. It's an early spring day, and I need to sit in the sun right now, so forgive the dark shadows. So, clutter, and I don't want to lose anything. So as we went through and I'm looking at my notes here, so that's why I'm looking away. As we went through the session, so it started with, I asked her a truth question of truth. You don't want to lose anything. And it was a resounding yes, just true. That was not an easy one for her to identify. And then she shared, well, it takes so long for me to find what I need, it might as well be lost. And that was a big revelation for her, that actually holding on to so much stuff is not only exhausting, not only does it keep all this crap around, but I can't even find what I need, so it might as well be lost. So I offered her this belief clearing of the belief that if you tidy up, you will lose things. And she said, yes, I'm willing to destroy that belief. And I went, oh, sorry, you don't believe that. It's actually coming up as a no. And she was very intrigued by that. So what came up after that was that the clutter for her is actually keeping her safe. She's had a lot of challenges in her life, a lot of trauma, frankly, and she realized she was keeping the clutter around because if she had clutter in her home, then she didn't have to have people over. And her house, I could see from the video, her house, she was not living in a pigsty. She wasn't a hoarder. Things were fine, but she wanted to keep tons of stuff around so that she didn't have to be social and have people around because of very challenging things, very traumatic things that happened in her past. So one way that was one, and I didn't offer her belief clearing around that, the belief that you need clutter to stay safe. I actually didn't offer that one in the session because for this client and for many of you or many of us, tons of people would disagree with me on this. I don't feel that that's an appropriate belief to clear at that time. Now, this person does have a therapist. She's got full support. So it's more appropriate, and there's a journey to go on. We don't want to rip away the security blanket too quickly. And I don't say security blanket in a derogatory way. We all need security blankets. When I go to sleep at night, I've got my setup. Helps me feel safe and comfortable and clean and good. You could say that's a coping mechanism. I say I sleep great, so mess off. If it's not broken, don't fix it. So I'm not going to rip away her safety, the thing that helps her feel safe, too quickly. I'm going to go through a journey and a process, and it may take months, it may take weeks or months or maybe years. Some therapy processes are years, and not in the bad way of you're just sitting on the couch eternally and never actually changing. Some things do actually take time. Now, some things can happen overnight, and that happens often in my sessions, but not every single time. So the next piece that I looked at with her is this next core piece, and this is for you if you want to come to the Clear Your Clutter workshop, or if you just want to try this tool on your own. And that's this. Feeling bad about anything keeps that thing in your reality. So another way I say this is judgment is like super glue for the shit that you don't want. If you want to keep something around, judge it as bad and wrong, and just watch how it just sticks around like a bad fart. It's just gonna hang around. So she's looking around at her clutter and feeling terrible about it every day, all day, and her clutter sticks around. If you have lots of crappy clients showing up, just keep judging them as crappy clients, and you'll keep getting more and more crappy clients. Now, of course, there's more to it. I'm oversimplifying, but it is a very dynamic process that does shift things. So that was the homework I gave her, was to begin just to be aware of how bad she's feeling about the clutter. And then she's coming to the Clear Your Clutter workshop, or she is planning on it. I hope to see her there. And then we'll go deeper and we'll get into the actual beliefs. So that's your homework. If you want to come to the Clear Your Clutter workshop, start noticing how bad you feel about your clutter, whether it's digital or physical, and then we'll take the next steps at the workshop. Have an amazing day. See you soon.